Campaign nga pala yung point guard nila, bro.
Oo. So, having said that, that will be their ano, new starting lineup.
Mhm.
Do you think they will be a championship contender team?
As
Sure ball
as
ba yan?
as they are right now, I think they're not the right pieces. Like on paper, oo, like they're very scary. Pag nilaro mo yan sa 2K that lineup, like chances are you're gonna score a lot of points. But as they are right now, I think Aiton is not the right fit for them there. I think Aiton's strengths um might be better off to some other team. And I think ito-trade din nila si Aiton for more depth. Um, if you ask me personally, sige, ibabato ko rin itong question ito sa'yo later, but I think
Okay.
they need a point of attack defender as their point guard.
Attack defender. Mm-hmm.
Oo. Because Booker and Beal are not really known to, of course, sa respective teams nila before, they're the ones carrying the offensive load, so they might be, kind of relaxing on the defense side and trying to reserve their strength for the offense, no? And here, because you have KD, you have Book, and of course you have Bill na. I think there should be, in theory, a better defense then, and with of course with their coach Frank Vogel, na who is known to transform the teams that he went to, the team's defensive identities. So I'm very confident in Frank Vogel, to be honest with you. I just think na Aiton's not gonna be the right center for them. Um, I think I know this is gonna sound funny, but I actually think they're gonna trade for someone like Patrick Beverly, something like that, because the offense can already revolve around those three blockbuster players: KD, Booker, Beal. They just need
Mm-hmm.
a center, a rim protector center, and then a point guard who's a point of attack defender. So, yun na lang for me. And aside from that, syempre bench. We'll talk about the bench later on. But starting five alone, if you can get a point of attack defender as a point guard and then a rim protector center, that's that's all she wrote.
All
Mm.
right. Very good answer.
Ikaw ba, anong masasabi mo sa current lineup nila? Like, anong kulang, if ikaw si James Jones, or Jones nga rin pala yung apelido ng GM ng Phoenix Suns, no? Shout out James Jones. If ikaw yung GM ng Suns, like how would you improve the roster? Like how will you make them, I mean, they're already a contender now because any team with KD is instant contender, to be honest with you.
Mm.
But as they are right now with their perceived uh insufficiencies in some areas, how would you improve them?
One thing I've learned this season is that, especially with Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, one thing I've learned from them is that really, and also what we've said, that maybe in paper they look good, maybe as an individual player they're very good, they're very strong, pero it all comes down to synergy.
Synergy, yes
And
sir.
kaya mo pa makabuo ng team na andun na lahat eh. uh, I'm not saying na kahit si Durant napunta sa isang team, magiging championship team na agad sila. It's not really like that. Kaya sabi ni Jimmy Butler, sabi niya, I don't look at my teammates as role players. I look at them as teammates, as my
Yeah.
partners.
Oo
Ganon.
naman.
Kasi if you look at it na that way, na mga role players lang sila,
Mhm.
sobrang it speaks of your team eh. Sobrang
Your
wala kayong
character, yeah.
chemistry.
Mm.
Oo, your character. Eh, one thing's for sure naman, pag nakapasok ka ng NBA, you already have the talent, 'di ba? Hindi ka
Oo.
na makakapasok sa NBA eh pag
Top
wala kang
1%
individual.
yan. Oo. Top
Oo, 'di ba?
1% ng
So,
mundo yan.
ang isang team automatic may talent na 'yan. Kasi lahat ng NBA players magagaling talaga.
For
So,
sure. For sure.
it's not about the talent that's lacking. It's about the team kung meron ba silang synergy. Just like Miami Heat, tinan mo.
Grabe,
Ah,
Miami Heat.
'di ba? Hindi nga natin kilala sila Caleb Martin dati eh, 'di ba?
True. True. Max Strus.
Max Strus ba 'yun? Max Strus, 'di
Di
ba?
ba?
Pero look at them. Nakapasok sila sa finals. Also with other teams like this one, tingnan mo yung Nuggets. Sino ba yung
Yeah. Of
matatawag
course,
na
of course, we've been following the Nuggets
di
for a
ba?
long time, but I know casuals and
Oo,
not a lot of
sasabihin mo
people
si
talaga.
Jokic yung pinakamagaling.
Mm-mm.
Dahil sa kanya napa-champion. It's not really about one player eh.
No, no.
Kasi kunwari si Jokic, iba naman yung kakampi niya. Kunwari si KD. Do you think magiging the same pa yung ikot ng bola, magiging the same pa yung ah, passing ni Jokic, yung tawag dito. Yung ano niya, pinipili niya kanino ipapasa, yung rotation ng mga players, syempre magbabago yun. Dahil
For sure.
iba naman iba din si Murray, iba din talaga pag you build a team as a team. Look at tingnan mo naman yung FIBA. Tingnan mo yung Olympics, di ba? Sino ba yung number one ng mga teams? Hindi natin kilala, bro. Taga-ibang
Yes,
bansa.
sir. Ibang bansa, ibang bansa talaga. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Pero kaya
Ang lakas pala nito.
US, bro.
Hmm.
Sobrang kaya nilang talunin. Hindi dahil greater yung talent nila, mas magaling sila, but they work as a team eh.
Yeah.
Diba? There's no team
Oh,
unless
totoo
ikaw si
naman
Kobe.
yun. There's I in win daw, sabi ni Kobe. Yeah. Have you seen the Redeem Team?
Oo.
Sobrang ganda
Grabe.
nun. Actually, I was late to the party. I also saw Air last night. Napanood mo na ba yung Air?
Hindi pa. Yun yung gusto
Eh,
kong papanoorin.
that's such a great movie too. And I know because I know you will like it because you're into sneakers as well. And go watch that when you have a
Oo,
chance. But
papanoorin ko yun.
ayun,
So,
balik tayo sa Phoenix.
I'll go back to Suns.
Mhm.
I'll go back to Phoenix.
Sige, balik
It's
tayo
not
Phoenix.
really, kung sino yung mga nandun eh. Kung gaano sila ka-talented. Kasi pag sinabi mong Aiton, ang lakas niyan bro. Pag sinabi
Ang
mong
lakas.
KD, nako,
Mm-mm.
top 3, top 5 player. Pag sinabi mong Booker, ang lakas niyan sa chicks. I mean sa sa malakas si Booker. Di legendary yan eh.
Be legendary.
Legendary. Paul, pag sinabi mong Chris Paul, ang lakas. Pero, bakit kaya they came up short sa pagiging champion? Kasi nga, may kulang eh. Kailangan mas mabuo pa nila yung core nila, yung team nila. Kailangan makagawa sila meta, ng meta nila tulad ng ginawa ng Golden State.
Yep.
Tingnan mo.
Yep.
Kahit sino-sino yung mga players, pero dahil nga they play as one, tulad ng Spurs also, hindi mahihirapan ka talaga talunin sila. Kahit pinasok nila si Looney, pinasok nila si DiVincenzo, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
tama.
not really about individual talent, it's about playing as a team. So yun, pag nabuo yun pag nagawa yun ng Phoenix, nakabuo sila ng gano'n. Naku, ang hirap. Ang hirap talunin.
Mahirap, bro. Sa akin, ang kulang lang din sa kanila, especially when they made that run, And they even had 2-0 lead over the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. Wala silang bruisers. When I say bruisers, yung mga nananakit, yung mga physical players, lahat sila very finesse driven. Of course, nakikita ko naman si Booker trying to initiate contact, but he's more of he initiates contact to gain separation. Mas ganun si Booker. Same with Chris Paul. Aiton, I don't, he's not really
Si
known
Aiton
to be,
Sante.
but
Si Aiton
hindi
Sante.
di ba? Pero hindi
Oo,
So, ayun,
iba yung laro
wala.
niya.
For me, wala silang bruisers. Yun yung kulang sa kanila nung time na yun. But now that window has closed, with Beal in the fold, I still think they need some bruisers. Kaya ako nasabi Pat Beverly kasi alam mo yun, yung dog mentality lang. Of course, we know Pat
Scrap and
Beverly and
go.
his shortcomings as well. But at his best, he can really contribute to a contending team, to be honest with you. If, if they can find somehow a player, a point guard, like a Drew Holiday type of point guard, defensive point guard. Man, I don't wanna even say this, but hindi na pala dapat ako lumayo. Pat Bev, imagine having Caruso as their point guard. I'm not sure how this can work, but imagine trading, let's say, Aiton to the Bulls for, let's say Patrick Williams, Caruso. Let's say that worked out. Sabihin na natin, let's say that worked out.
Dagdagan mo na ng picks. Ganun.
Oo, picks na lang siguro. Like, doon pa lang, scary na yun eh. Kasi may point of attack defender na sila. Patrick Williams can be their, anchor. Of course, KD will also defend. I think they can, just about outscore any team in the West or the league for that matter. Kailangan na lang nila ng mga physical players that can withstand the likes of Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, yun. But otherwise, the scoring part of the equation is like, tapos na yan.
Siguro another player that comes to mind, yung sinasabi mong bruisers, si ano rin, PJ Tucker, ganun.
PJ Tucker, yeah, for sure. I know KD has a lot of respect for PJ Tucker as well. So, yeah, something like that. Sino pa bang mga naiisip kong ano diyan? Alam mo yung mga naiisip ko, I'm gonna go old school dito. Mga Day One Blair, mga Kenneth Farid.
Old school nga.
Mga old school, mga ganon. Like, and for, like yung, okay, sige. So, current liga, I'm gonna say Steven Adams. Imagine Steven Adams and let's say Caruso, no? Let's say they make that trade work. They have Caruso and Steven Adams. Like, dude, paano mo naman pipigilan yun? Like, they have Bill.
Ito na lang, I have a list of free agents eh.
Okay. Yeah. Gusto ko yan. Sige.
Dito, ito yung pagpilian natin.
Sige.
We have Kyrie.
Okay, no.
We have D'Lo. Ito, magugustuhan mo. D'Lo. D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, di
ito
lalabas
magugustuhan
Lakers
mo.
yan. Go.
Ito magugustuhan mo. Russell Westbrook. Yun.
Russell Westbrook, nah, that won't work. That won't work, bro. Yeah. And naalala mo ba sino nga yung coach ng Phoenix? Hindi na papayag kay Westbrook yan, bro. Hindi na papayag kay Westbrook yan. Sige.
Yung mga ganun, Van Vliet.
Ha? Oh, shoot. Van Vliet, bro. Pwede. Of course.
Amin na yun.
Very, very physical player. But I think I'm gonna stick to my na kailangan na ng defensive type. Sige, sino pa? Sino pa ang nasa listahan natin?
Brook Lopez, kasama pa.
Oh my
Si
God.
Nikola Vucevic.
Okay,
Andun din.
Chicago Bulls. Yeah.
Yun, kasama na yun. Kasama na yun sa Bulls na trade mo.
Oo,
Caruso.
but hindi na kailangan si Vooch. Brook
Naz
Lopez
Reid.
is actually on my dream acquisitions this offseason for the Blazers. Sana something happens in Milwaukee that, kind of makes them let go of Brook Lopez. I, I would
Ito,
want to
Naz
have.
Reid.
Huh? Naz
Naz
Reid?
Reid.
Damn, bro, I think Naz Reid is gonna join the Suns, man. That's the thing with super teams. Like, they just blew their depth trying to trade for these, all-star players. But what people don't realize is that most of the time, when super teams are formed, there are veterans around the league who are, ring chasing or in that stage of their careers na they want to join a contending team. And you see that a lot with the Warriors run, the Lakers run. Like, ang dami lang binigyan ng championships, to be honest with you. When they formed the infamous Big Three in Brooklyn, Kyrie, Harden, KD, tignan mo na lang sino yung mga nagsalihan. You have the likes of, LaMarcus Aldridge coming to them, Patty Mills. They're just really hunting for rings, no? So, yeah, yun yung magiging exciting then about this offseason, because a lot of teams, a lot of super teams are being formed. And one super team I'm very excited of hopefully happening is the other domino I'm waiting to fall. Because the Bradley Beal trade already happened.
Kung pwede, itulak mo mismo yung domino, no?
Yes, sir. I'm talking about Big Z, Zion Williamson, possibly joining the Portland Trail Blazers alongside Damian Lillard. Woo! Grabe, bro. I've been waiting 12, 13 years, for this to happen, for Dame to finally have, no, hindi naman 12, 13 years. Of course, he had LaMarcus Aldridge when he was starting out. And the last time he did, have Aldridge, he had Batum, he had Wesley Matthews, Robin Lopez as their starting group in Portland. We were number 3 in the West, contending against, the likes of Golden State. Of course, up and coming pa lang Golden State nun, but this was the time that the Lob City Clips were wreaking havoc. The Lakers were still a contender, Kobe and Dwight. Of course, Dallas was there. Yeah. The last time Dame had an all-star co-star, they were title contenders. And it's been a while, so I hope. I know Zion is very injury prone. He has all these off-court issues, but like this is the big swing that I'm hoping to happen to Portland. We're not really known to, take big swings, kaya the media has been saying na, oh, no superstar wants to go to Portland, whatever. It's not just that, bro. I think it's also part of our management as well. We've just been, not handling this team the past couple of years. But now with our new GM Joe Cronin, we already have Jeremy Grant in the fold. They had a really good job drafting our newest favorite player, Shaden Sharp. And of course, Dame coming off of the best season of his career so far. I mean, I'm very excited to have someone like Zion join our team. I hope it happens. Ikaw, ano masasabi mo?
No, baka di rin ako makatulog. I mean, come on, man, it's Zion. At saka, di na ako masyadong takot sa mga injury na yan. Especially with today's technology and the way medical teams handle those kinds of injury nowadays.
Yes,
Look at
sir.
Jamal Murray. Look at Kawhi Leonard.
No less. No
Look at
less. Yeah.
KD. Look at KD. Lahat ng mga, look at Clay. They've been injured. They came back. They came back stronger. Diba?
Yes.
And so sa mga ganyan na mga injuries for Zion, tsaka ang bata pa ni Zion eh. So,
Yeah, he's 22. He's 22, bro.
Oo.
Yeah.
Baka nga, tumangkad pa yan eh.
Di
Di
naman
ba?
ako, I just want him to be healthy, to, lose some
Isang
weight
season
and,
lang. Isang season lang.
yeah.
Mabigay niya lang lahat.
Exactly.
So,
Siguro the pushback that I've been having is, because did you see CJ McCollum's comments about Zion Williamson when their season ended? Like,
no.
um I'm not gonna tell you word for word what he said. I'm gonna tell you how he said it. It was like he was not really in touch with Zion, is what I'm getting from that statement, no? And CJ McCollum is one of Dame's best friends in the league. And for him to say that kind of makes me, raise a red flag about Zion's dedication to the
Zion.
game. Because CJ, when he chose to go to New Orleans, I think one of his goals there is to empower and encourage Zion, because, he's been fortunate enough to be brought into the league by Dame. Actually, Dame is not only CJ's best friend, but he's also kind of his vet, because he taught CJ how to be, a professional. He grew up with him in the league, and I
He's
thought
Dame's
that
number
was,
2.
yeah, he was number 2, and I think that was the same treatment that he wanted to give Zion, the same type of, to challenge him, to push him, to, take
Guy.
care of him as well. And the fact that he, in a way, he kind of failed to do that kind of, brings me some concern then. But I'm all for this high risk, high reward deal. Of course, the Hornets will probably ruin my dreams, to be honest with you, by drafting Scoot Henderson number 2. I hope they draft someone else, but yeah, I hope it happens pa rin. Otherwise, that's why all the smoke is coming out na Dame will be headed to Miami. Alam mo bakit nila iniisip 'yon? Kasi Dame is in the West and he's trying to build something with Portland in the West. But the West is just so hard right now, bro. Like, Phoenix is now an instant contender with Bradley Beal. Denver is still the favorites to win the championship next year. The Lakers are gonna make adjustments. LeBron's gonna come back from that toe injury that he suffered during the season. Golden
And
State,
Jokic is on his way on winning his 3rd MVP award.
oh my God, like I can already see that coming too, like that's why there's more talk about Dame possibly going east to Miami, because the West is just so tough right now, bro. The Clippers are gonna come back for sure. I'm not sure what their plans are right now, but I think kinukuha yata
I
nila si
think they're
Chris
gonna
Paul.
sign Chris Paul.
Yeah? And how do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I don't
Excited
know.
talaga? Chris
I
Paul,
don't really
Chris
know,
Paul.
man. Excited. Pero
Chris,
dun kasi siya galing eh.
yeah, actually.
So,
That's why I also see it happening. I think it's gonna be a homecoming then for Chris Paul. Especially since after after New Orleans, that's where he really built his name up in the Clippers in Los Angeles, and I think it would be a heck of a retirement tour for Chris Paul, joining the likes of
grabe.
Paul George
Ang
and
dami
Kawhi.
natin, ang dami nating aabangan this off-season. Grabe.
Yes, sir.
Parang,
Ang dami,
wala na.
ang dami.
Nasabi mo na eh. Natumba na yung unang domino eh.
Yes, sir. We
Tuloy-tuloy.
haven't even gotten to the other parts. Like I'm seeing a change of ownership in Charlotte.
Charlotte.
No, and the Hornets. So with that, I think they're gonna go young. They have a couple of nice pieces that might help a contending team, like Terry Rozier, um, Gordon Hayward, Kelly Oubre, I think is still there. So
Mm.
these are three pieces that they can trade out for, younger or draft picks, and depending on where they land, I think they can make those teams contenders as well. Like, yeah, imagine Terry Rozier on the Clippers, for example. Like, I wouldn't mind.
Scary.
Diba? Scary Terry, I wouldn't mind, bro. Gordon Hayward, let's say he stays healthy. He joins, let's say, um you know what? It's as weird as it sounds. I can actually see him joining, let's say, the Golden State Warriors. Just because Golden
Na,
State has
na.
this weird um way of rejuvenating its players. Naalala ko lagi, Sean Livingston, how he rejuvenated his career in Golden State. I can totally see them making good use of Gordon Hayward.
Mhm.
Yeah, GS. Yeah, ikaw ba, like, what else are you kind of excited about in the coming season?
Uh, the draft.
The
Yung
draft?
NBA draft for
The
sure.
draft, for
Oo.
sure. For
Yun
sure.
talaga eh.
Yeah,
Doon
actually, yung draft na
magkakalaman.
yan, malapit na yan.
Doon magkakalaman. Once nakuhanan ng mga teams yung gusto nilang player, yung mga rookie, I think they're gonna build around that rookie. So, yung
Yeah,
mga
for sure.
trades, lahat ng magbabago sa management, sa system,
Excited ka lang kasi
mangyayari.
San Antonio sa Wemby eh.
Ganun ba? Sure na pala.
Excited ka lang kasi San Antonio sa Wemby. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sige nga, silipin natin yung San Antonio. Like, what can you tell our viewers about what's going on in San Antonio right now? Aside from the endless parties because they got the number one pick in the draft, who we all know will be Wemby for sure.
Latest news about San Antonio, Vassell, I think I'm hearing stories that Vassell has a problem on his knee.
Knee?
So,
Knee injury.
oo.
What? Is it
Hindi
like a
naman siya,
tear or like
hindi naman like na report na injured siya, but may problem yung knee niya. I
mhm,
think he's available to play naman if ever, but may parang nangyari kay Kawhi eh, no?
mhm.
Hindi masyado
Knee
alam
na
kung ano
naman?
talaga yung
Oh my God, knee na
oo,
naman, bro.
knee.
Ano pa yan?
So, they're betting on big body Keldon Johnson to carry the team.
Mhm.
So, Vassell at Johnson, silang dalawa yung unang choice.
Uh-huh.
Their point guard, I think it's gonna be Richardson or Trey
Richardson?
Jones. Mm.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Trey Jones then. Yeah, I
Oo.
think it's gonna
So
be
yung
Jones. Wow, Jones.
andun naman. Yung center nila, hindi ko pa sure kung may
Uh,
gagawin ba
Zach
yung
Collins.
Spurs. Ito, interesting news
Mhm.
Nakita ko na pala, may mga video pala na lumalabas, Joshua Primo working out.
Oh, Josh Primo. Oh my God.
So,
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
Nagpakita na.
For
Nagpakita na
those
ulit.
for those that don't know Josh Primo, like he's actually the reason why they're so comfortable letting DeJounte Murray go when they traded him to the
True.
Hawks that season. Primo was showing signs of, all-star potential guard under the
May
Popovich
flashes
system.
na eh.
Yeah.
May flashes na eh,
I,
na
I,
pagiging
you
superstar.
even influenced me to like watch him play.
Oo.
He like I remember
And
Jones
his
was the one
jumper is
telling
very
me,
smooth.
yes
Just like
sir,
Puj.
and he's tall.
So,
He's tall. Actually,
he's big for
Jones
his,
was the one
he's
who
big for his
introduced me.
position
Huh?
He's
Ano
big
yan?
for his position.
Sheesh.
Para siyang si Ben Simmons, ganun.
Oh, yeah.
Tsaka
Actually, yeah.
parang si Banchero.
Uh-huh.
Banchero.
Bankero. Damn. Lakas na. That's quite a comparison, Ben Simmons and Paolo Bankero. Actually, yeah, I was just telling the story that Jones was the one who introduced me to Josh Primo. As updated as I am in the league, like on who's who in the league right now or who's coming up. Jones was the one who told me about Primo, and when I tried to watch a couple of his games, to be honest with you, I actually became a fan. It was just unfortunate that I guess the Spurs did not really have a lot of vets around him to like guide him, maybe, or
Sabay-sabay na
maybe
dala eh. Tayo lahat eh.
yeah. I think he was just dealing with some mental health issues on his own as well. That's why he got into that type of scandal. I do hope from a skills standpoint alone, I do hope he will be able to find his way back to the league. Because as of the last writings that I've saw, the last articles I've seen, and analysts talking about his issues, they were very pessimistic about him maybe playing in the league again. But that
Especially
that
because he's not American. He's
isa
Canadian
pa
eh.
yun. Oh yeah, isa pa yun. So, hopefully he gets the right type of support this time, and I hope we get to see him play because that kid is very good. Pair him up with Keldon Johnson, Wemby, Devin Vassell, and under the tutelage of Greg Popovich, man, like the San Antonio Spurs are on
Makikita
the
mo na
come up.
may dynasty na paparating eh. 'Di ba? So
Damn.
yun, kayo guys, ano comment niyo, ano masasabi niyo? Kanino kayo pinaka-excited?
Sa East, yan, sige, puro tayo West eh. Ikaw, like, with the little time that we have, let's preview to them maybe the content of our next podcast. Like, which teams in the East naman are you excited about? Or what do you think is gonna happen in the East?
I'm excited with the Heat.
The
Yun,
Heat?
Miami. Una, Gabe Vincent kasama siya sa mga free agent this time. So, may chance na ma-trade siya or mabigyan si Butler at saka si Adebayo ng panibagong teammate na all-star caliber din. Malay natin, di ba? And I think gusto ko yung underdog mentality nila. Hindi kasi nila nakuha yung goal nila this year eh. So I think it's business unfinished for them.
Yeah.
So
speaking of the Heat, bro, anong masasabi mo about Van Vliet going to the Heat? Yun siguro bagay. 'Di ba? 'Di ba?
pwede.
'Di ba? I mean, I know Kyle Lowry is already there,
May isa
but
pa bro, may isa pa. May isa pa na free agent.
Sino pa?
Si Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant's going back to Portland, bro. That's a done deal. Done deal na yun.
Mo pa wala. Ano na si
Ha?
Zion eh. Papunta na sa inyo si Zion eh.
Hindi, bro.
Hindi,
Like, that's a done deal na. I know it's not on the news or anything, but even before he signed with Portland, no, even before he got traded to Portland, there was already a handshake agreement between him and the Blazers na they will be signing him to the extension that he wants. Yeah, bro. No, I'm sorry, Jeremy Grant's gonna come back.
So yun. Also with the Nets pala, I'm excited with the Nets.
Nets,
Kung ano yung Oo.
big move nila. Yeah, I think they have a lot of. I think they have to choose a path though. Like, I want to explore a scenario where we can get Dorian Finney-Smith. I hope there's a scenario where Portland can get him. I think we can give them picks back in exchange. Sa East, I think Milwaukee I'm very excited about Milwaukee as well. I hope they're able to resign most of their free agents. I think health lang naman yung nagkulang sa kanila. Sino pa ba? Yeah,
What about Philly?
I think Middleton, if he's healthy, they're championship contenders once more. Sixers, ano masasabi mo?
Sixers, yun.
Nick
Embiid
Nurse na yun.
just won his first MVP, di ba?
Yes, sir.
So,
they'll be
kailangan
under
niya
Nick Nurse.
Kailangan niya backupan yun. Kasi, wala. Basta sabi ng mga tao, hindi pala siya dapat yung MVP, si Jokic pala. So, this coming season, he really needs to prove himself why he's deserving to be the MVP.
Yes, sir. I also think Harden should stick around the Sixers as well. Yeah, I think he just needs to continue building on that type. I think if they can maybe make a move to get a bruiser in exchange for, let's say, Tobias Harris, I think they will be able to make some noise, and hopefully Maxi continues his trajectory to becoming an all-star. Yeah, I think Philly is in a great position as well. Other than that, oh shoot, the Pacers. I'm very excited about the Pacers, Mr. Tyrese Haliburton. Like, the Pacers, they can make some noise, I think they should just maybe get more bodies in there as well. I think they just lack some rim protectors, but shooting offense, I think they're already on their way, and Benedict Mathurin is gonna hopefully ascend into becoming a better player, an all-star type, all-star caliber player.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Poison Ivy in Detroit? Sheesh, man, Detroit. Detroit has a lot of potential as well.
Okay.
With the number 5 pick in this draft, they can maybe get like Amen Thompson from the draft. Like, I want Amen Thompson for the Blazers as well.
First gusto siya eh. Gusto si Amen.
Yeah, like Amen, or
Amen na lang.
actually kahit Osor pwede rin, diba? So we will be discussing these topics for you guys in the coming episode of this podcast. Thank you again for tuning in.
Yes, sabay-sabay natin subaybayan. This is Jones. Sabay-sabay natin subaybayan, guys. Yung mga upcoming events na mangyayari. It's just the start of the domino falling.
Yes, sir.